Hey everyone, welcome back. Tomorrow's moving day. What are you doing out under the bus already, huh? We're not moving today, we're moving tomorrow. Tomorrow's moving day, so which means I've got to pack up my campsite, which is not big. I don't have a lot of stuff out here, so but I've got to put some of it under here in this storage box, which means I've got to pull most of this out so I can get the other stuff in. And then I've got to take down my tent and stuff, and then that way tomorrow when I get ready to leave, we just have to pack up the mat and drive off. But that's project for today. Are you going to help out? Are you going to help me get cleaned up here? No. Yeah, that's the area I've got to pull out. I got to put my grill and my charcoal starter and my table in there. So I've got to pull that out and reorganize it. But first, I'm going to use one of these. I had a guy in Utah gave me some knee pads. Very helpful on this nothing but rock. So we'll get that cleaned out and see if I can get my stuff put in there. Well, it's in there. It's like one of those closets you don't want to open up the door because everything will come flying out. But I got way too much stuff. Goodness gracious. I got a generator, I got a chainsaw, I got an air compressor, I got tools, I got a sledgehammer, I got a metal detector, I've got way too much stuff. I can build a house with what's in this one box. But maybe it's my plan one day to build a house with the tools out of my bus. We'll have to work on that idea. The next set to do is take down the tent. That'd be easy. It's just there's nothing in it except some rocks to hold it down, and I'll just pack it up and put it inside the bus somewhere. And the tent is down. Didn't find any scorpions, but I found a bunch of beetles. These little guys. Where's he at? There he is. A bunch of those guys running around under here. Here's a whole group of them. But those are harmless. But no scorpions. That's good. Now I've got to pack this tent into that bag. That's where the fun begins. And just like that, we have camp pretty much torn apart. Got my mats over there drying out because they were wet from the last couple of rains, little rain, so before I put those away. That's tomorrow I'm leaving. And then all I gotta do is throw my chair in the bus, put the dog in the bus, and we can get on the road. But right now, we're gonna take the pup for a walk. Walk. I think he's ready for a walk. Okay, do you want to go on a walk? Huh? All right, that's about all the energy he's going to have. So let's go on a walk. Zen and I are out here walking on our last night in the desert, in this desert anyway. We're not quite out of the desert yet, but we'll be leaving tomorrow. So this is our last stroll, and just kind of like, yeah, you know, last year when I was here, I almost didn't want to leave. Felt like I was too attached to it. This year, I'm ready to go. I think I've kind of getting into the groove of it's time to leave and go do something else. So I'm ready to get on and make some miles. But you know, just thinking about the old friends that I met down here came in, and then the new friends that I met also in, and a lot of new subscribers. So it's been a really rewarding time down here in my last 5 months. I can't believe I've been here 5 months already. Oh boy, time goes by. But yeah, so I got to meet a lot of people. That's good. And now we're, you going to finish up our walk and do our thing in the bus. And then tomorrow, stay tuned because you can join us on our trip out of here as we go north towards Havasu City. We're getting ready to leave. Got a lot of things to do this morning, so before we leave, let's see, clean up the rest of the camp. Got to dump out the trash. Got to get water. Got to go by get fuel. Got to get mail. Got to go by the post office, drop off some other mail, and go do laundry, and then visit another YouTuber on the way out of town. Whew, we got a busy morning. Sometimes it's good to be busy, but it's also pretty nice sometimes just to sit around and do nothing. So, you get ready to go? Yeah, I think he's ready to go. We got one thing to do before we get out of camp because somebody made some holes and we got to clean up some doggy divots. Well, hold on. We got to wait till we get the bus started and going. Okay. I know you're excited, aren't you? Yep. And here's what I got to do. Clean up some doggy divots, as I call it. It's got some pretty good holes here. It's a good 3 or 4 or 5 inches deep. This one's really deep here. So let me rake down some gravel back on the holes and then we'll get on the road. There we go. Got them cleaned up. That's pretty good. Ready for the next campers to come in. He had some pretty sizable cooling holes there. So, didn't you? You like to dig, don't you? All right, let's go. Get on the bus. Come on, get on. Come on. Come on, get in. Whoops, sorry. Get in. Now we're heading out of town. Got out of Quartzsite and stopped off to visit the Camperlance man, Dave and Lefty. Didn't get in video, but got to visit with them almost, goodness gracious, almost 2 hours. A lot of their friends came over, so a lot of dogs there. And nice visit. But now we're heading towards Parker. So they get out of this wash. Shake you around, shake it, shake it. Oh. It's not you want to go fast in a bus. There we go. Get on some pavement. And we made it to Parker. Had to stop by the DMV because my temporary license they gave me was expired. They gave me a 30-day license pass, and my inspection was 35 days past that. So I had 35 days on the 30-day license. So now I'm legal again for 3 more days. It cost me $1. That's pretty cheap for 3 days. And then get to Havasu and I get inspected and make this thing legal. So let's get on the road. That took a while to start, but it started. All right, here we go. And that was the Arizona DMV here in Parker. Isn't this pretty? Wow. There's a boat down there. Yep. Nice little Mustang convertible. We're in Havasu City. And you can tell from the background we're not in Quartzsite anymore. This is BLM land north of Lake Havasu City called Craggy Wash. This place is busy too. We're up here towards the end, I think. We're gonna walk around and see what it looks like. But a lot of places and a lot of people up here. Saw 2 or 3 people that vehicle that I saw on Quartzsite before I left. They're up here, so it's like, oh, we followed each other. It's pretty clean. There's a little bit of trash here and there, but it looks like it's been picked up and piled up. So, you know, somebody's taking care of things. So that's good. It's a little quieter towards this upper end. And the nice thing is we're only like, I don't know, 2 miles away from Walmart. So not that far from Walmart. Just about a mile or so down to the highway and 3/4 of a mile and we're at Walmart. I get my bus inspected in the morning. It's only about 10 minutes away, so the neighbor's going to like that because I've got to be up at 6 in the morning. I'm not going to want to hear that diesel rolling around at 6 a.m. That's just for one day. It's a pretty area up here. Really quiet. It's been about 5 months that we've been on the road, and it's just kind of wore Zen out. He was ready to get out and lay down. He's ready to get out, but that's all right. Resting for the night. And this is BLM land, as I mentioned before. 14-day free stay. So maybe we'll come back up tomorrow after we go to Walmart and get stocked up and find your better space to park at. Right now I'm just kind of parked on the side of the road. We'll find us a decent size. There's a lot of spaces up here, and this gets, I'll say, a little narrower towards the end, looks like, but we've got a Class A, so. And more up that way. That's actually, the road's in really good shape. It's beautiful surroundings right here in this, nested in this valley of these rocks. Pretty area. And the sun's behind us. I won't kind of real quickly get you that way. There's the sun line. Be a good sunset tonight. And the Lake Havasu is right over there to the west by the sunset. So we'll check that out later. There's little miniature caves up there. I might have to explore them and see what they look like. They don't too deep, looks like, but yeah, it's a nice area. Like I said, super quiet. There's a boat. A boat with a barbecue grill, charcoal grill. Huh. I've noticed several schoolies up here, probably 6 or 8 schoolies up here. There's one there. There's one over here. A huge rock. I think I might come up this way tomorrow. There's a few more open spaces up this way, bigger spaces. But yeah, it's a nice area. Beautiful views. Maybe you want to be advantageous, or what do you call it, courageous. I'll take it off-road, go up there somewhere, camp. That'd be cool. I don't think the bus would like it, but yeah, it's kind of a lot of area, so it's good to know. Yeah, I was up here walking past this bus right here, and I went, hey, I know those people. Yeah, Bryce and Rachel, I believe. Freedom Lane is what they're go by on Instagram. They're from Oklahoma, and they're just close to where I live. And I saw them at Scooter Palooza last month, and a couple other places, so there they are. So tomorrow we're going to move probably up here somewhere. There's a couple good spots there. Good spot here. This man here said he's leaving in the morning, so I may park over there. So nice and quiet up in this end, away from the crowd. And that boat down there it's abandoned. It's abandoned. Yeah, I thought Zen was going to get attacked. There's some walking down towards the bus, and the guy came around the bend here. He had 3 huskies on his leash, and boy, they saw Zen and they took off running right at us, and poor guy couldn't keep up, drug the leash out of his hand, and he fell on the ground, rolled around. The dogs came running up. I thought there was going to be a fight, but there was a little bit of growling going on, but everybody stood the ground. And man's a fine. He got up and came up, got him, but he apologized, but he couldn't. He said they did. I saw him. They just pulled him right to the ground. He could not keep up. But yeah, he looks to be okay, and no dogs were injured. Yeah, there is a man and the 3 dogs in front of us. I'll let them walk ahead first. Yeah, we're parked down here, so we'll end the video for this evening. And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you guys up on the next one. See what kind of sunset we have. It's gonna be a different view, that's for sure. See you guys on the next one.